Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Celestial Farm Girl here. I just want to say how grateful I am for all you who are watching the videos, who hang out with me, who stayed to the end, who've been here since the beginning. It's still small, but truth sometimes is not the people's favorite answer to everything, right? And a lot of people I know I may offend because I am very truthful and honest, and I've been through it all, right? I got nothing to hide. I have things I like and things I dislike, and I'm pretty frank, but not too hard about it. And just for all you guys who are still here, I love you so much. Thank you. You're real, true friends. And we are family here. I don't say that a lot. I don't really, I'm only just now learning what family is about at my age. And that's because I carried over with me a lot of family traits from the old days. And the traits I had weren't family at all. They were more of the old world ways. And learning to be an unconditional lover of all things has taken me time. And so, with that being said, I love you guys who have stuck with me through thick and thin. Soon we will be growing again. I think YouTube has a stopper on me. I can't get no more subscribers. I'm not getting out in the algorithm, whatever you call that, because I have to get a checking account. And I am working on it. You got to get a lot of stuff to get an ID. And I had to start from the beginning, and so did my son. He's even ahead of me, and he probably won't get his till the 1st. So we're working on it. Meanwhile, I love the Holy Spirit. I love you guys. I love doing this. It's a beautiful way for me to be able to speak and talk and express myself and express my feelings and ideas of my experience to learn about God and my experience of coming from out of my animal nature into my divine. And it has been an experience. And, I don't talk a lot about the past for myself or for you guys. And the reason I don't go over all those things we've been through is because we know what we've been through. We know all that. What we want to know is the possibilities of what can happen from the instances and the trauma that we experience, the growth we can go through, how we can learn to love ourselves more. I pulled the eternal child for this reading today, and this reading is for the Creator's view. Holding on to our eternal child is not easy because we go through so much darkness, trauma, pain. We know all that. But our eternal child, like a child who has been mistreated, does not dwell on the mistreatment. The eternal child gets back up, dust is off, and moves in a direction that it thinks it'll be, not just happy but safe. We get away from the things that cause us trauma so that our eternal child can live forever. That's the God self that is in us. And if we've allowed ourselves to think that we're mistreated and that we're a victim and we're in self-pity, I don't know why this is coming up, but we don't want to be in that place because that place is low-level energy. We want to stand up and fight, even if we have to stand up and can only fight the air and speak our voice only into the room around us or the woods we're in. To speak up, speak out on how we feel and why we feel that way brings empowerment. Questioning everything. And you don't have to be in a church or anywhere. God hears you no matter where you are. You're connected to God already. The Holy Spirit, the Creator, the Source. You just want to be clear enough to hear Him, the voice back, and what God would say to you. and godmother, godfather. There is no, they're both, just like we're both. We're male and female. God also is male and female, just like that. I love y'all. I'm really grateful. And let's see where we're going to go today. The eternal child, we want to keep the child happy, right? I don't know about you guys, but I always like to watch to see if my kids were happy. If they were happy, I was happy. And it wasn't easy because, they had to be, they were raised like little wild Indian children, but at the same time, they knew if they went too far, they'd get hurt. They have to be careful. My children were allowed to grow up out in the country, in the woods. They were so blessed, the last of those generations. And they learned a lot by being allowed just to play, explore, and expand. And this is coming into this right now, this eternal child thing. Learning to play, learning to explore, learning to expand your territory. We should never stop doing that just because we have become adults. We should always continue to learn, expand, play, explore, pushing the limits of what we know into outer limits and learning into the unknown, right? To infinity and beyond. Learning about ourselves, about others. Oh, I remember where I was. Yeah, I just don't like to dwell on the trauma that we've been through because we have worked so hard to heal it. We don't need to be reminded of it. And if we haven't healed yet, we still don't need to be reminded of it every day in all the tarot readings, do we? What we need to be reminded of is how powerful we are. Yeah. And that we can come back from anything. That we can die to that which is old. That Connie of 3 years ago, she's dead. She died. I barely remember that woman. And the Connie of today would never, ever, ever even allow anything near her of the Connie of 3 years ago. The transformation. That's what life is all about. Learning our lessons, implementing what we need to do in order to acquire the peace and love and joy that we deserve in our life. Not everybody is looking for peace, love, and joy. Some people look for control. Some people look to manipulate. Some people look to just get whatever they can from you. Not everybody is ever going... I've learned that not everybody is our friend, right? Right. We have to be careful and choosy of who we allow into our life if we want to bring our life into fruition. Hold on a minute. We're like a garden. I think my puppy wants in. Do you want in, Daffy? I heard you barking. Yeah. Mommy shut the door and you didn't get in? Okay. You want up on the bed? Come on. It's just like a garden. If you have this beautiful garden, it's growing, and this cute little rabbit comes in, right? And the rabbit's so cute and sweet, but it's eating up all your lettuce and carrots, right? All these beautiful things that you planted that you were going to use as a gift, a stew, whatever, it don't matter. But the point is we got to watch who we allow into our lives so that they don't eat up our carrots and lettuce, and we can have our veggies to, for our nutrition, for our own nutrition, right? No sacrifices anymore to those who don't bring good things to the table. As we change our life and get better, we don't need to be reminded of that because we're open now and have gotten onto a path to where we're going to bring, we're heroes of our own lives. We don't need to be reminded of the old battles. We have battles to look forward to in the future, right? Because we're never fighting through life. There's always going to be battles come up. Landlords, banks, traffic tickets, you know, working with people and trying to get along there. That's what life is all about. We have to be capable of getting along with those even that we don't like, right? And sometimes, yeah, it happens like that. And we have to need to know how to handle these situations. We want to be strong, and we don't care if they know we like them or not, right? Yeah, that's what we want to do. Because some people ain't worth liking. Some people don't, you know, some people that go the furthest, especially it seems like people that are closest to us who want to hurt us and tear us down, that we need to cut that off, right? We got to cut that off so that they don't come into our lives anymore and do these things. And then what happens after we get them cut off? We mind our own business, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's just a matter of being free from that which is agitating and bringing out what I would say would be the worst in me. I don't want to be around people that bring out the worst in me. I love being around people that bring out the best in me. You guys bring out the best in me. I've never had anybody say anything mean to me on this channel, and I appreciate it so much. I love you guys so much. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep on moving through life the best I can, softly and gently as I can. But if I need to stand up and fight, we know how to do that. Everybody should know how to stand up and fight for themselves, for their right to be at peace, for their right to be acknowledged and treated fairly. I mean, at the very least, the counselor and the end, you know, the end of people trying to control and manipulate other people. It's the end of that. And we can begin to look towards a better future because the soft and gentle ones have learned how to handle themselves. They've X'd themselves out of the lives of those that did treat them like that. Now, here I am in a reading about this, and, you know, because I guess I was thinking about it. Usually I want to go forward, but today we are talking about this. I hope this don't happen again. But really, our momentum should be to move forward and not to think about them, to counsel ourselves, you know, and move forward and live our lives without. I almost don't even know if I should put this on or not. I probably will because I never erase one. I've been told not to. Yeah, it's about living our lives in peace, happiness, and joy, breaking free of anything or anyone that thought they knew better than we did for our lives, right? That's not the way it is. They don't know better. People that try to control other people and manipulate other people end up being controlled and manipulated by their own mind. You know, how are you going to control somebody else if you can't even control yourself? And if you can't control yourself enough to try not to control other people, then yeah, you will find sorrow in your life. Now, this is about their sorrow, not ours. They will find sorrow. They have found sorrow. Okay, let's just go there. They have. They have. They're very sorrowful. Very sorrowful. A lot of good people have been used, manipulated, and hurt, whereas it didn't have to be like that. Lied to, cheated to, messed around with. And it was hard for those who had good hearts and were true and kind of caught up in the dream of, thinking that things were all right. And then all of a sudden the rug gets pulled out from under you. And there's loss, whether on their side or your side. And that's what this channel is about, is helping you to stand up and let the loss be on their side. Because in all honesty, if you're a good human and you're being truthful and honest with those around you, and those around you have been betraying you or have betrayed you, lied to you, cheated to you, deceived you in any way whatsoever, well, there ain't no choice but to X them out of your life, X them out of your mind, X them out of everything that you do. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't like this reading. Until you can find somebody you can work with that gives an equal energy. This is equal give and take, working together with someone else who cares about you and your situation. So maybe somebody's got somebody coming in for a relationship. Maybe somebody out there waited until the right one came along and didn't take the first choice, right? Because that's how you find these relationships. They don't happen all of a sudden. They take time. And one's got to be willing and confident in themselves to take that time. To believe like the child, like the eternal child believes in all good things. So if you believe and hold your position, hold your seat, like the Queen card says, just rule your house, rule your kingdom, rule your place. Eventually, the one you're looking for will pop up. Yeah, and it'll be a good mix. Look at here how pretty that is together. Look, their hair is braided together. Two souls coming together as one eternal child. Love. Before this reading, I got all lovey-dovey, right? Because I pulled out the thing of love, and my little puppies got me really all lovey-dovey too. They're so cute and sweet. I just see them, and I'm like, oh my God, they're too cute. They're too sweet. Oh my God, they're so pretty. And then I pulled out the love card, and then the maiden. So today is a day for love. We're all kind of feeling lovey-dovey. We're in the season of Leo, the warm sun, warm hearts, warm hearts, right? The heart is where the hearth is, where all the warmth comes from. And we get that fire going by how? Releasing old emotions and allowing our traumas to go away and cleaning ourselves up. Okay, guys, we went off on several different subjects. I know. I love you guys for hanging out with me. Please like, share, subscribe. Looks like there's companionship coming in for somebody that they can really share energy with, come up with great ideas, run a business, run a home. It don't necessarily mean it could be platonic. It could be, this isn't about sex. This is about two people who are capable of shining in their own glory, and yet at the same time mixing together their ideas and energy and coming up with what? Let's see. What are these two people going to do? Yeah, now we're into it. Let's go ahead and find out. Yeah. What are these two people going to do? Wow. They're representing the mother. Two people are getting ready to stand up. This could be out, this is out in the collective, possibly for the world. Because that's what we're waiting on, right? Two souls to stand up, do the right thing, and the energy of those two souls actually creates in the collective consciousness uh, something that everybody can kind of attain to in their own unique and original way, right? Right. The mother and father of the planet. And so the earth won't be the old woman who lived in a shoe, who had so many children she didn't know what to do. Because we definitely needed a father's soul, a decent father's soul over this planet. The masculines, the patriarchy, were not worthy of being our leaders or bosses or manipulators. The churches, so many horrible things, so many things that said they were nowhere near God. Nowhere near God. Yeah, yeah. And so, getting the collective woke up out of this dark matrix, I guess they say, and awakening enough that they are in control of their own soul, that creates the magic of a better world because, they'll be influencing the spiritual energies. Yeah, that's powerful. Okay, get to it, guys. Get to it. Get grounded. Use your magic. Create a better world. Let every thought be about making things better, moving forward to better, 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 and leave the past behind, especially if it brought hurt and pain and trauma. Work it out and leave it. Understand that you got hurt. Yes, I've got hurt, but I am now moving forward. And that pain is going to stay in the past and die with the old person that I was at that time because I'm not that person anymore. Because we do have the eternal child within us and we can change. Babies are what they say, adaptable, flexible, and all that. That's why we want to stay in our childlike state. So we can always be flexible, dynamic, ready to move on after an owie, wait for it to go, put the band-aid on, let it sit for a while, touch and hold it, and then after that, it's time to get up and move on and leave the pain behind. Okay, I love you guys. I hope I made sense this day. I don't know if I did or not, but regardless, I love y'all. Talk to you later. Bye bye.